Wonderful fellow Nigerians across the globe. I am George Onyibe. A very quick one this morning. Let us see how I should be able to present this very discussion in a comprehensive mode. A topic I simply titled, If we as Nigerians must survive this onslaught, we must choose a side. If Nigerians must survive the ongoing onslaught, as a people, every Nigerian must choose a side. America was once in this position, where the patriot and the loyalists have to choose their side. And today, the world celebrates their decision on that very day, irrespective of who win or who lose. Nigeria is on the same path, and we've come to a junction where every Nigerian, irrespective of religion, affiliation, or ethnic city, you must choose a side. There is no room for sitting on the fence. There is no boundary between the day and the night. And now, what gave birth to this very discussion this morning? It is to appeal as well to the conscience of fellow Nigerians, so that we begin to reposition ourselves for what is to come. We must choose a side. There is no middle ground for anybody. The path where we are in now, no middle ground. Okay? Let's look at, first of all, I was going through the internet as always, because I am the leader of the watchmen who are watching over you as a Nigerian, home and abroad. You see, why I don't talk much about that watchman is that the moment we introduce watchmen to check the SSEs of Nnamdi Kanu and his fellow Igbo Biafra criminals, they reported it to one of the security agents in Nigeria. They told them that we are forming a militia group. I was called by one of their high principal officers, asking me about the watchmen. And I told the person, I said, see, I'm a reverend, and as such, you should check the implication. When we Christians say we are watchmen, what does it mean? Does it look like terrorists to you? I had a long conversation with that person. That should be in 2020. And the person said, just be careful. You followed Biafra people. It is Biafra people that are petitioning you that you are forming an armed group known as the Watchmen. Watchmen is to watch over Nigerians. Because the task to keep Nigeria one is all of us. Watchmen is to protect my community first of all. Then protect Nigerians, my region, and then entire Nigeria, and then protect the whole of Africa, and then the entire black race before we talk of the complete Homo sapiens. Understand, I'm not here to sell personality. This is just one. Now, let's continue. As watchmen, we were watching on the internet to see how the fraudulent Igbo Biafra criminal will sell the next generation of our people. And then I stumbled into a platform. The platform belonged to Daddy Freeze, and he was interviewing Rhino Omokri, who is supposed to be a data man, who is supposed to be a jaw man. I don't know where he belongs anyway. And I respect Rhino Omokri seriously. If you get this broadcast, send it to him. And those of you want to get the full details of my broadcast, go to YouTube or Facebook. For now, you may not be able to get the complete version from the TikTok or any other platform. Let's continue. And so, Daddy Freeze was interviewing Reno, how Islam came to Nigeria. And Reno, as always, was trying to point out how Bini people. My intention is that Reno Omokre was pointing out that it is Bini people that brought Islam to Nigeria. And if I tell you the love I have for Reno Omokre did not drop down 50% as I speak, I am lying. But if you see Reno Omokre, tell him to counterbalance me, and I will prove him wrong. You know, I told Nnamdi Kanu, he said he's a righteous man. I told him, I said, if you claim to be a God, I will put your righteousness to the test. And I have not even started. His hypocrisy has been exposed. I think Ndibu are declaring 40 states of Biafra in Finland, when Nigeria is just only 36 states. Tell Rono, if he thinks and lie, or I do not have the moral standing to address him, tell Rono or Mokri to just make move regarding me or Daddy Freeze. When I'm done with them, I will reduce them to nothing. Now, let me tell you something before I proceed. You see this journey we have embarked on. This is how it's going to end. And if it ends this way, Nigerians will suffer greatly. But if it ends the other way, Nigeria will become a great nation. We will push this pressure to an extent where Igbo people will bribe Yoruba people to shut us down. And Yoruba may likely fall for it. But when we are done, our lives, all of our lives will not remain the same again. Hausa is not of any concern to me because Hausa have learned their lesson. The most sincere people in Nigeria. I must tell you the truth. That is the level we will get to. That is why each time I'm begging the Yoruba people, Awolowo have given you a place among nations to be able to walk along the global community, raising your head high as a Yoruba. Omo Oduduwa, show more, it mean no last. To the extent that you don't need anybody to defend you. We respect you for that. But if you think Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, you will mess us up. We shall see how it ends. It will end. Nobody is infallible. I've never agreed to be right all the time. Get it? I called that a Yoruba Igbo blood one time ago. And then when I saw this, I said, wow, the thing is getting deeper. Now, understand. We have the gifts of discernment. And this has been our problem. We cannot associate with people. Because we know what you want to do, what you are thinking, even before you think them. And now we need to develop ourselves to the level of maturity where we cannot be haunted by pre-revelation given to us. I know all your plan. I know how it will end. If Yoruba support Igbo Biafra people to tow this path, you will not enjoy it. Let me calm down a little bit. And so, Rhino Omokri was telling the whole world that it is Benin people that Islamize Nigeria. Contrary to Nnamdi Kanu opinion. Nnamdi Kanu was saying that it is Fulani that Islamize Nigeria, starting with Hausa, then Medo Belt, and then Islamize Yoruba. Now they want to Islamize Igbo. Daddy Free should ask himself a question. Then what does that make Rhino Omokri and Nnamdi Kanu? Who is actually telling lies? But let me tell you, if you are listening to me, fellow Nigeria, I am not a Benin man. And Benin cannot tell me that Abo is Benin. But I will gladly trace my ancestors back to Benin. And I give it to Benin. The role they have played from inception. I respect their stand. And I wish they will not compromise that standard. I am not an Igbo man. The problem I have with Igbo people today is that they want to inherit me. Destroy my lineage. Inherit my inheritance. Destroy my culture and tradition and lower my standard. I will not agree with them. That's the difference between the Igbo and the Yoruba. After all, my Abo Eka dialect or Wa dialect is a combination of Igbo, Benin, and my own dialect. And this is to show you my ancestors loved Benin. They loved Igbo. But we are now judging them based on what they have done. And so Rhino began to tell the whole world that it is Benin that brought Islam. And Rhino has more truth to explain, except he back off from there. I'm talking about Rhino Omokri, Peter Obi's friend, the best friend of Peter Obi. Yoruba will not save you, Rhino. Go and talk to Showore. You people can deliver yourself from this challenge. We are trying to deliver all of you. And then, let's calm down a little bit. And I said, Benin did not Islamize Nigeria. Benin was even almost destroyed by Islam. Because I said in one of my broadcasts, when the idiot called Blessed Dawn started attacking me, oh, this history, give us this history. I'm not happy with her, irrespective of the fact I respect her. I'm not happy with her because if you don't know the truth, you seek for the truth humbly, not as a hooligan or a tout. We've come in terms with all of your nonchalant behavior. And now, I was telling you that the Benin city you see today is just the leftover of the ancient Benin Empire. And I'm happy that Rhino Omokri pointed out that even Cotonou and almost Cameroon, the whole region was controlled by Benin people. But the question is, why did Benin not change our language? Benin control Igbo, control Yoruba, control Hausa. No, they didn't control Hausa because Hausa have their own empire, known as the Zamfara Empire. They didn't control South Africa because South Africa have their own empire, known as the Zulu Empire. They didn't control the Ethiopian Empire, to mention but a few. So I will not call Benin people terrorists, expansionists. No. Benin control a very large proportion of African continent. But today, they are just tiny community. What does that show you? They were not power drunk. The people who didn't change my language, despite 80% of everything about me is Benin, and Benin are not claiming me. The people who traced to Anambra, even control the Igbo, teach Igbo people how to bath, did not claim us. They didn't lay hand on us. Arono or Mokre, with a level of his enlightenment, can come and tell the world that Benin are the one that colonize us and Islamize us. Rono or Mokre, you need to watch yourself. Because if you think you have monopoly over information, we will expose you and everybody. You will destroy everything you work. Try and tag a Rhino or Mokre. Those people behind you, we will push all of you out. This is survival of our people. We will not choose in between left and right. No middle ground. He said that we are in or we are out. All of you. Even President Ahmed Bola Tinubu says something against our culture and tradition that is not right. We will confront him. You see, the highest thing he can do is arrest that man, kill him, crucify him. You will make me a martyr. And upon that stone, a new breed of our people will be baited. And I'm sure in 100 years later, your children will cry dearly for it. Where is black supremacy? How did we get to this level where we are now messed up around the globe? Everybody who see black see animal. They don't have regard for us. This is because our ancestors, the Kemites, the Ethiopians, and the rest of them, they were not very rigid in their decision. They compromise. This era, we will not make the same mistake they made. And Roino continued to say it was the Benin because they were powerful. They now Islamized Nigeria. But the question is, what is the proportion of Benin people that are Muslim? Yoruba people have more Muslim in Nigeria than Benin people. A cross-section of Benin people are Muslim. Believe me, I told you, Moritola Mohammed is not a Hausa man, he's a Benin man. The first mosque in the Midwestern region, in Bende State, in Edo and Delta, is in Edo State currently today. The very village where Moritola Mohammed came from. And I will agree if you drag it by that tension. But if it is the Oba of Benin that introduced Islam in Nigeria, I want to believe that the whole of Benin by now would have been Islam. But how can a people who have culture and tradition that, how do I put the grammar, that predestined, that presented, how do I put the grammar? Benin people that have culture and tradition that even the Queen of England and other imperialists were looking for how to know the secret behind their civilization. Is it the Benin you are telling me about Islam? How old is Islam? How old is Muhammad? And how old is the Benin Empire? How can you think that Benin will stoop too low? With all the Oshunde, with all the Ovia, with all the Ezenuhubu, with all the Ogun, with all the Juju. I'm telling you practical power. There was a time during the first celebration of Festac 1977. Nigerians gathered together, the world gathered together to celebrate diabolical power. Do you know Benin people won it? Because a witch and a wizard actually fly broad daylight. Go to Abo and As of Okunta family. You will get the full history of what I'm telling you. A people who have practical evidence of who they are. You are going to believe what they told you. Reno Omokere, retrace your step. I'm making this broadcast because I know it will get to the appropriate quarter. Call Rhino Omokre. He can give us Igbo history. He can give us Yoruba history. I advise him to give us more his village history. And any history that concerns us as Bende people, as Midwestern region, as South, or any other creation under the South as we speak. Rhino, come out your body. we go scratch you. Your life will not remain the same again. If you want to know what we can do to you with your lies and propaganda, if you choose to do that part, wait for Nnamdi Kanu to finish his negotiation and come back. Remember, I'm not in diaspora. And certainly I'm hungry in an uncompleted building. I do not have money. But believe me, truth does not need defense. We release it and it will get to you. Now, fellow Nigerians, to cut a long story short on this point without digressing further, Benin did not Islamize Nigeria. Do you know why? Because about 70% of Benin people are no. Let me change the proportion. About 50% of Benin people are Christian. Pastor Chris Kilome is a Christian. The great late Benson Archbishop Idahusa is a Christian. He's a Benin man. Let me stop with these two people. And so if Benin was Muslim, where is the position of Idahusa? Rhino or mockery, trace yourself back. If we drag you out, your body, your life will not remain the same again. Focus on your Peter Obi. Don't talk because they invite you to talk. You now call people, why is this history? And Igbo people will lie to you, pretending to be your fellows. We will drag you down. We are not saying these things because we are just saying it. We know the truth. 50% of Benin people are Christians. Great Benson Dahosa is a Christian. The world acknowledges him today. And every founding father of Christianity, from Kenneth Hagin to Billy Graham and whatever name you have, they will always acknowledge Benson Dahosa. David Eyodepu, including Odukoya, including Kumuyi. There is no man of God today that did not receive their anointing from Benin people. Courtesy, Benson Dahosa. Let me stop there. I'm not talking about Pastor Christ. Most of you are trying to destroy him. One day I will tell you about Pastor Christ. If you people have supported Pastor Christ, by now, 70% of the poverty rate in Africa would have lowered down. But this is not the essence of this post. So, Benin people are 50% Christian, 30% traditionalist, because the institution must be protected. We must continually say, Oba Tokpe, he say. You get the point. If you don't get the point, forget about it. And then Benin people are now, the remaining 20%, Benin people are Islam, 20%. And the remaining 10%, these ones now anywhere belle face. In the morning, they could be Christian, they could be Muslim, they be, neutral people anyway. So how can a people who has a large population of Christians followed by traditionalists be the one Islamizing the whole Nigeria? Reno or Mokre, you need to retrace your step, please. I told Benin people, you are the key to unlocking this position we have found ourselves. If you like, pretend you are a gentleman Benin. When we allow them to deal with you, Benin people, your life will not remain the same again. But we will not survive the onslaught. And so I am not saving Benin people. I am saving Abo people, who most of which are as ignorant as Benin people. We have to experiment a lab in Nigeria, the Middle Belt and the Midwestern region. You are experiment lab, but I won't say it now. Let's watch them to do the right thing for the sake of our own children, our born children, the next generation of our people. And so, having listened to Rhino or Mockery, one would think that Benin is Islamic state. Benin love Yoruba. They answered Yoruba name. The same way we love Igbo and we answer Igbo name. Is that a crime? Benin choose to be progressive-minded as we choose to be progressive-minded as Anyoma people, Eka people. Is this a crime? Just creating a scenario so that you understand where I'm coming from and where I'm going to. There is no middle ground. Don't say, I am a Benin, but I don't support this guy. If I swear for you, I don't like swearing for people. You can't be a Benin and you don't like what I'm saying. Go and talk to your father and run DNA test. You see, I am Abo, I hate Igbo. Then I need to run a DNA test because no Abo person will hate Igbo person. But you see, when you introduce your shenanigan, we will spit on your grave. We will desiccate on your grave. We will urinate on your grave. You see, you're planning and we are fully aware. You will strike. That will be the last thing you will do. Okay? Now, let's continue. You see, why I'm bringing this, we have to take a space. Let us go to a conclusive end. there was a Nigerian Biafra war. The Nigerian Biafra war started with the Igbos, having introduced the Igbo coup by Chukwuma Nzogo and Efajuna, as they said, which is a lie. Because forensic investigation has actually revealed to us that Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogo was in Kaduna and he could not have pulled the shot from Kaduna when Lagos State was actually the capital of Nigeria, the seat of power. But let's agree, we take the fall. We are not complaining. We caused Igbo coup, but we are not Igbo. It's okay. Nigerians stop suffering Igbo. But who benefited from the Igbo coup? Igbo people who say they come from Israel. Hold on, I'm coming. And so when the Igbo people, Ojukwu asked his people to come back, he came back home, leaving Lagos. Ojukwu carried a Yoruba man to deceive Yoruba the same way they want to deceive Rhino or Mokre. His name is Victor Adebanjo, a wonderful Yoruba man. I respect him till tomorrow. I think he was deceived like I was deceived. He followed Ojukwu to the east. And when he got to the east, he was the one pointing out all the hidden point of Yoruba people. Victor Adebanjo worked with Yoruba. But did you know who killed Victor Adebanjo? Go and ask Ojukwu. Ojukwu said Victor Adebanjo want to overthrow him and become president of Ndigbo. A Yoruba man becoming president of Ndigbo. Igbo people, if you no get sense, you can't get sense again. But we are taking your deliverance procession. You shall be delivered. Now, Adebanjo at the end of the day, in fact, I will recommend for you in a time like this, go and look at a book written by Adewayo Adeyanuga. I cannot remember the name, I cannot bite my tongue. But look for a book titled Why We Struck. And ask Yoruba people, the reason why your son struck, follow Biafra to struck, all of you struck, has there been any different? And so what stops it? No middle ground here. It's either you are in or you are out. Let's continue. And so the war started. Some Yoruba supported Igbo people, like I did support them before now. Some Hausa supported Igbo. Go and ask of people like Dinka, Sunka, Dinka. I don't want to call their name yet, because somewhere along the line, we may have to go to a competent court jurisdiction so that I'll teach them what it means in legal terms. I see one Igbo man. He say Igbo people are going to sue you to court when we finish with you. But your name is Igbo. And I'm not talking of Igbo, I'm talking of Igbo. It's spelled the same way. Are you a goof? I'm talking to goof people. Are you a goof? Are you a forest? Ugbo or Igbo is bush or Igbo in my place. When we get to the court, you will tell them the one I'm talking about. Because according to my dialect, when you say I am Igbo, it means you are a farm or you are a goof, Indian hem, or maybe the Igbo. So the Igbo that come from Israel are goof. The Igbo that see the truth and refuse to say you are a criminal, you are a farmland, bush animal. And the Igbo that see the truth, call the truth, speak out the truth, you are the Igbo. We shall redefine you when we get there. Now let's continue. And then they came to the east. Ojukwu mobilized these people. And every region then, we were only 4 regions in Nigeria: the west, the east, the north, and the midwestern. We are the only constitutional region in Nigeria. I'm coming. Some of the reason I say we must choose a position. Nobody sit on the fence. No sitting on the fence. If we see you on the fence, we will fall you. And you may end up falling to where you don't like. So make your choice now before we get there. So the Igbo mobilize. Midwest say, oh, I'm not involved. But it is a war for Yoruba, Hausa against Igbo. Because Igbo must bring down Hausa, Igbo must bring down Yoruba. And we are the neutral ground. Obomudia and the rest of them said, see, nobody will use Midwestern region as a battleground. But they did not support, they were not against. So they started playing calmly. Ojukwu mobilized a man known as Abat Okenkwo. He joined Abat Okenkwo with Victor Adebanjo. Victor Adebanjo is the one telling them the history, the secret between Bini and Yoruba. Of course, I'm not here to talk to you about Ondo people, Ilaje people, Barega people, or the rest. But then Victor Adebanjo was the one giving Igbo people intel how to from Yoruba land and enter Midwestern region. And Abat Okenkwo was the one telling Ojukwu people how to enter from Asaba. Go and look at Encyclopedia. They will tell you Asaba is Igbo land. And in the Asaba, they do like Benin. Your king say you are from Benin. Sorry, in the Asaba, they do like Igbo. Your king say you are from Benin. Obi of Onitsha say you are from Benin. And you allow Igbo people to write that Asaba is Igbo village. When you go down on honor, we may not be here. But this work we are doing today is what will bring all of you back home. It's a matter of time. We are coming up. Don't worry. And so these two people were able to help Igbo people, Ojukwu people, circulate us. They invaded Midwestern region. All our political elite, they killed the ones they killed and replaced them with these two people. So that Bender people, Midwestern region, will be loyal to Biafra people. That was how they conquered us. And when they conquered us, they invaded the Central Bank of Nigeria. If I'm not wrong, which I know I am not, as of the time Igbo people invaded the Central Bank of the Midwestern region of Nigeria, the money that was in the account looted by Igbo people as recorded is about $5.6 million. $5.6 million was what we have in Midwestern region account. Now, don't look at it as a chicken change, because some of you, Yahoo, you can get it with a single post. Now, when you talk about $5.6 million US in a time like this, calm down. Remember then, Peugeot 404, Peugeot 505, Evolution, GRO, SRO, or whatever, including trailers. My parents have trailers because they are transporters. They have different kind of vehicles for transportation. When my mother was going to buy pickup one time, let me tell you the name so you know I know what I'm telling you. We are the owner of a pickup 404 Peugeot. The number is 9271 BB, Bender State. That pickup, my mother bought it. I was with my mother. She buy me sweet. We can't go buy pickup. Did you know how much she bought the pickup? Tier rubber Peugeot pickup, 4,000 naira. And then we have a lorry, a trailer. I went with my father to buy it. You know, I'm the first son. And so I have privilege to know many things. I went with my father to buy a trailer in Oku, Anambra State. Did you know how much we buy the trailer? Tier rubber trailer, 11,000 naira. Tier rubber trailer was sold 11. Who they buy Tokumbo? Who they buy Belgium? Who they buy them? So when I say 5.6 million, don't look at it as the money that can buy a bag of pure water in Nigeria today. Do you think when this man became president of Nigeria, Marudiko, he ran to London and started shouting, I have a problem. Oh, colonial master, come and help me solve this problem. Oyibo asking, what is your problem? He said, Nigeria have too much money. I don't know what to do with the money. Nigeria was stinkily, bastardly, uselessly, hopelessly, unimaginable rich. So when we tell you the amount of money Igbo people stole from our region, don't be a fool. It's not the value today, it's the value then. And I'm sure when you put Saipan, SPDC, Eni, Ajib, Share, whatever name they call themselves, Enzo Mobi, put all of them together, I'm sure they didn't spend up to 5.6 million naira to build all the oil they are using to rip all of us up. But that's not the area I'm going to. I want to bring you back home. So they looted the bank of Biafra, of Midwestern region, Biafra people, killed most of our leaders, then replaced them. Until people like a Benin man, Moretola Mohammed, the Benin man, reinforced and say you can't take away Benin. It was Moretola Mohammed through the Kogi Aziz and the rest of it that put pressure on them. They cut off Vito Adebanjo from Yoruba people. They isolated them in the east. We thought Igbo Biafra criminal could be trusted. We took the risk. We paid the price. Asaba massacre, Isiago massacre, to mention but a few. If you are from Abo and you're listening to this broadcast, tell your brother if you are not at home. But if you are at home, go to that place we call Government Field, close to the University of Delta State, Abo. Go there. There is a clock tower there. At the other side where we used to have Government Field, go and look, there is a clock tower there. It was built by the imperialists, the British government. It was still working. It was destroyed during the war. Ask them who destroyed the war clock. How did it destroy? How was it destroyed? Let's not go there so I will not digress further. And so at the end of the day, the problem of Bendel State people, Midwestern State region, is that they didn't talk. It's Yoruba and Hausa that rescued us from Igbo people. But we say we are Igbo. Igbo did not consider us. And by the time they settled, Ojukwu went back, made peace with Gowon, made peace with Nigeria, betrayed Philippe Effiong, and then they started doing the same Wazobia shenanigan, the same Wazobia criminality, as they are still trying to promote it today. Make on one rhino or mockery. If we open page for them, we go make them unpopular. We respect the truth he has been saying now. I'm trying to tell you something. If Benin people, according to Reno, Islamize Nigeria, do you have more Benin Muslim than Hausa Muslim? Where does that put Hausa and Fulani? Where does that put Niger Republic and the core Islamic African nation? Really small Benin. All of them were under Zamfara Empire. He told us that Benin were conquering everybody. Abi like who Benin they conquer? Abo people actually fought war with Benin people. Some of you don't know. But it's not a war for glory. It is a war to prove that nobody takes a kingdom by words, but by action. Now you get it. Now, let's come back. At the end of all this looting, everything, we now realize that we have been pranked as Midwestern region. A lot of things happened, which this is not the purpose for it. I won't say it. And then finally, they help us get ourselves back. But we were still not included in the stakeholders of Nigeria. So after the war, they started creating more states. The 4 regions we have, the Western region was created into 9 states you see today, or 8 states. The Eastern region of Ojukwu was not only created 5 states additional, they even have 5 states outside the region. The Hausa, you know, today have about 21 states. Now, these 3-4 regions now, Eastern region, Western region, Northern region, all of them have given birth to more than 10 states each. Or let's say 8 states each. Let me not lie against Yoruba. What happened to Midwestern region? When they call us Niger Delta, and I say we dey happy. Edo and Delta is bigger than the whole of the Southeast, including current-day Bayelsa. Sorry, current-day River State, current-day Cross River State, current-day Akwa Ibom State. Then they divide Bayelsa into 2. Half of Bayelsa, you know, today is from the old Midwestern region. So, but we accept our brothers, Akwa Ibom, Ibibio, Kenang, and all of you. We accept you. Ikure people, we accept you. Bayelsa people, 2KP, all of you, we accept you. Not because if we want to tow this part politically, that we will be happy. Because only Edo and Delta is bigger than all of you put with Igbo people together. You don't understand. This no be about superiority. Because I don't do that. But Mali have philosophically declared, not until this notion, this mindset that there is a race superior more than the others is completely disjected, permanently abandoned, there will always be war. And so I'm not that kind of person. But I'm telling you the truth. Why is it that Nigerians refuse to divide Edo and Delta as other region in their time? Knowing fully well that according to our constitution, we were constitutionally created. Reno or mockery, I hope you will tell us. Now they bamboozle us. Today, my brother Ned Nwoko, who is supposed to use his position to begin to uncover this mystery, is now begging you, oh please, you have to carve us Anyoma people and dash us to Igbo people, knowing fully well that only Oshimile land is bigger than the whole of Anambra State. Only Ndokwa land is bigger than the whole of Enugu State. Only Anyocha land is bigger than the whole of Imo State. Only Eka land is bigger than the whole of Ebonyi State. Only Anyoma people in Delta State is bigger than the whole of the old Eastern region. I have not talked about Osako, Erionwo, Ekpoma, or Awuchi. I'm telling you, only Anyoma. I have not even talked about Ijo, Urubu, Ishekiri, Abraka, Ole, Patani. I have not even talked about Otueke. I'm not even talking about all these people. I'm telling you, only Anyoma land is bigger than the whole fucking southeast of Nigeria. And then the person that will come, you will only use the barrel of the gun. You will not suppress this truth. And so by the time we keep quiet like our father keep quiet, Everybody will say, yeah, they have the right. Most of you will cheer them when my time come. My time will come, but I will decide it. That is just the truth. You will cheer them, yeah, it's good, let them do. But I'm saving your children from this criminal-minded individual. If we had 4 regions constitutionally acknowledged, what yardstick do they use to divide Eastern region into 2 regions, and then from the 2 regions created almost 11 states? What is the yardstick, rhino or mockery, that Yoruba people now have about 8 states? Rhino or mockery, the northern region was divided into 2, and one have 9 states, and another have 11 states. Rhino or mockery, the people who Islamized Nigeria, Benin people, you didn't divide them. Didn't make una wake up on our time. Oh. I do observe all of una, and I never even know waiting they come. But don't worry, you will know. But at least you have sense of something is coming up. And for my Igbo people, they do selfie. I would come here do they do selfie. Your children will cry, and in your grave, you will not be able to do anything. All these things happen because we were not talking. We didn't talk. We keep quiet. Who go first talk? Who no go first talk? And now look at where we are. One idiot will come here and say, change your name if you are not Igbo. Change your name. Another idiot will come, change your name if you are not Yoruba. If people like Showore cannot come out and say, I am a German, colonized by Yoruba, but we accept we are Yoruba today, I would have loved him more. But he's the one singing praise of Ndibo. And he want me to trust him? No, look at Reno Omokre, I respect so much. Now, look at him telling you that Benin people, Benin will not reach 300. I just say Benin a minority. You mean 300 people enslaved the whole Africa, and you want to take such people for granted? Una never know what una they do. This fire way una they blow. Make una prepare. Don't forget, he that brings an ant-infested firewood to his compound, my dear, you invite lizard. Why am I saying all these things? It is simple. My Edo and Delta brothers, because I'm from both states. If I tell you I'm from Edo State, please accept it. Do you know why? Because our community is divided into 2. A large proportion of Orion local government is Abo people. My post before now, you will see Abo community in Edo State. And if I say I'm Delta State, please, I'm not lying. These are truths. I do not intend to speak when it is convenient. But these are the truths. I am from both Edo and Delta. But officially, I am a Delta man. That doesn't make me less than Edo. When we say truth being told at convenience, it's not acceptable by the Creator. You know, we were having Bible study and somebody asked me and said, who was the person who lied in the Bible that his wife was his sister? And I said to the person, Abraham. And the person was like, so Abraham did lie? And I told the person, Abraham didn't lie. But yet he didn't say the truth. But now I cannot say Abraham lied or he said the truth. But rather he applied the truth as of when convenient. Abraham and Sarah are the same father. And by what they told us, they are not supposed to marry. And if we go by that, they are brother and sister. But if you check it at the other hand, they later married. They are husband and wife. So if Abraham says, Sarah is my wife, he is correct. And if he says, Sarah is my sister, he is correct. So, but now the truth is being economized. You use the truth when it is convenient. I don't want to play that part. And so I say I am Delta. And never you in your miserable life think I am not from Edo State. But when the time will come, I will tell you where I will address you from. So why is Delta State dormant? In as much as I respect everybody in the South, I'm still not satisfied with the creation, political jagajantics in Nigeria. I'm not happy about it. But then, the task to keep Nigeria one is what all of us must do. And to be able to do that, we must be open. We must be approachable. We must be transparent. We must be ready to say the truth irrespective of whose fault is God. We must create or restore the pillar of love that usually, formally, exists among Nigerians. Until a certain group of corrupt, criminal-minded Igbo people who say they come from Israel bastardize the whole system. So don't stay on the fence. Look at the quarrel between Hausa and Igbo people. we are suffering it. Because if Hausa have issue with Igbo people, all of us are Nyamere. This is what Igbo was using to deceive us. Until Igbo people started killing us more than Hausa people. Now, be claiming that you are Niger Delta. Hausa don't know Niger Delta. They know Nyamere. Now, we have to tell Hausa who have issue with Igbo that Niger Delta is not Nyamere. And if anything go wrong, they come for us. We will reciprocate. Niger Delta is not a Nyamere. Abo is not a Nyamere, as they call themselves. We are not. We are not Abuki. We are not anything. So you, as a Nyoma person, you as a Edo person, Delta person, Akwa Ibom person, Bayelsa person, River State person, Cross River State person, all of you in the consent idea, they are doing. And I'm sure some criminal-minded Yoruba must have paid Rhino to talk that rubbish. After all, we don't have mouth. Why will we talk? But Rhino, if he listen to this audio, we know he lied. He shouldn't do that. He shouldn't do that. Now we are back because I discovered that Facebook does not have the facility to record what I'm saying when I'm attacked. Once I get this A-wire, Igbo people will start reporting the page, attacking the page, and but don't worry. Now, if you are from Niger Delta, no. Forget about Niger Delta until it is reviewed. If you are from the South region, geopolitical zone of Nigeria, you need to make a stand. Let's know who you are. You can't be Igbo and be South. You can't be South and be Southeast. You can't be South and be Southwest. North Central, Upland, River Rhine. You can't. You make a stand. You make a stand. Or else, when other people are talking of their own, you will be left behind. After the war caused by Igbo Biafra people, they were the one who started crying. Hey, way, they hate us, so. Hey, way, they marginalize us, so. Hey, way, Nigeria want to kill us, so. We kept quiet as if all is well. We didn't tell them how they robbed us, how they killed us, what they did to us, how they imposed leader on us, how they terrorized us. We didn't say that. And now we are in another era. All of you are keeping quiet. Make me the talk. Now me get back now. I don't. And they are still the one shouting. Oh, they hate us. They are the one declaring Biafra in Finland. Oh, Nigeria want to kill us. They are the one with controlling unknown government. Oh, Nigeria is a terrorist. They are the animal in Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria is a zoo. Make una keep quiet. I go to talk for now. Don't worry. This is the time to take a stand. I beg you. You are from Agbo. You are from Edo or Delta. You are from South region. This is time we need to review our position in Nigeria. And they know our stance, or else our children will disappear. Is the insult not enough? Somebody was telling me, look at you, you are not ashamed. Are you not from South? Who is a South? And I told the person in my inbox, I said, this is the problem I have with you guys. General Sani Abacha of blessed memory gather certain Nigerians and say, let us redesign Nigeria and go back to regional system. And this panel was headed by Dr. Alex Ekweme. It is Dr. Alex Ekweme, Igbo man, that created Southwest, Southeast, North Central, North Bottom Line, North Majority, North Okokorikoko. And then he reached us, he called us, you people are South. Dr. Alex Ekweme descendant now are mocking me and you and our children that we don't have sense. That is why Nigerians call us South. But you are not talking. Why wouldn't they see that? Now, let us look at the creation of Midwestern region. Most of you don't know. We were with the Yoruba people. From Asaba, Anambra, down, all of them were with Yoruba people in the first dispensation. Remember, it was first Northern and Southern Protectorate, later divided into three from the east, the west, and the northern region. And then later on, we were carved into Western region. We were not satisfied. We said, we don't want to be here. It was Igbo people, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, that championed the creation of Midwestern state. Because Midwestern state was actually created for the sole benefit of Igbo people. because the population or the landmass of the Hausa people was unmatched. He needed to isolate Yoruba people completely and then create a neutral platform, a neutral ground, a center of gravity where he can go and manipulate the people and drag their support to the eastern region. Then they can control the rest of Nigeria. But little did he know that we are not a sheep to be led to the slaughter. So the Midwestern region, go and check who championed the creation of the Midwestern region. It was Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. Today they don't want me to agree that I'm a Bini man, that I'm a Edo man, that I'm Delta man. So when Igbo people play you to the gallery for their own use and you didn't fall, you become a criminal like me, a drunkard like me. My dear, I am your destiny and I'm your doom. I am your destiny and I'm your doom. Protect me, keep me, it will be well with you. Try to destroy me. You will lay the foundation on the expense of your first son, and you will cover that foundation on the expense of your last born. Nothing would have been left of you at the end of the day. Your life will not remain the same again. I am George Onyibe. I'm just telling my people, South people, geopolitical zone of Nigeria. Edo people, most especially Delta people, above all, my Abo people. Shapo na enyono. Shapo na enyono na ihe lara ni unu ke ghọta. Were jisi anya kpato makasa we hwa kpo na enye egu. Unu we tonu aghọta ni ihe rimeni. Ka na eyele na onwe nu nsogbu. Na onye nwe na rishu dara arụ kotoba. Enyi hu ebeni. Ngwa asụ n'ọnụ agbọ ya mana ihe o ji asọ m ngwa asụ agbọ hụ asọ maka na ndị Igbo aghọta n'ihe nri kuchane we hụ anụ ekerekere o ka nụ aghọtane ndị Benin wa hụ anụ ekerekere o ka nụ aghọtane yiwe onye ka nwafe ka yosisi ọghọta enyi nwe ọrụ enyi gị ọrụ eka unu aghọtakọ ka nso gbuaria. This is let me go to the comment section and see insult I will have to respond to, because we know how it's going to end. I see Wise Dice. Of course, that is an Igbo man born in Agbo land. Wise Dice is an Igbo man born in Agbo land. He tried to wool me back to Igbo Biafra people. When I profiled him, I say that Wise Dice is an Igbo man like Igbo Izue and other tout and hooligans, criminal, uniting Igbo and their father. Wise Dice, I see you clearly there. He say, I only come to watch a very stupid man. Yes, this very stupid man called George Onyibe. I am your destiny and I'm your doom. And you see this brokers I hold you. I no go leave you. yo, 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 yo. And I'm a jogodo. I no mere wunne yezire. You get the point? If you don't get the point, forget about it. Look at Igbo man. You see this guy? He's an Igbo man born in Agbo. You see this Wise Dice? He know much about me. Okay? And when we will begin to talk, I begin to ask him questions because I know the do's and the don'ts of Agbo people. I discovered that this guy is not Agbo man. I profiled him. He's an Igbo man born in my village. He's one of the people that I tell you, Anyama is Igbo. Look at his profile picture. Onyuoshi. The only thing that will save all of you is repentance. You continue to push that divide and rule conquest agenda, that imperialist attitude, all of you will fall by none. We are not the one that we're going to do that. This is what Kama have said already. Look at how shameful you are, how disgraceful you are. You have declared 40 state of Biafra in another person's country. I am the stupid man. And that, what does that make you? I'm in Nigeria, my lovely country. I'm in Agbo, Rugodo to be precise. You are from Biafra in Finland and you're dragging Nigeria with me. Are you okay? Are you normal? I beg, look for better insult and give me Atoro Nadekano. Let's see, I see Stephen here. Stephen, good morning, my dear brother. Please, can I get your contact? Stephen, you follow this Facebook, okay? Inbox me there. I will follow you up. Believe me, it's a very difficult task. But the Bible tells me, it said, if you're waiting for the right time to do anything, you will never do it. No right time. Try and follow up. I notice your message. I will respond to it. But then, try and follow up and inbox me. That makes my job easier. We must save our people. I see Africa. Africa say, good morning. Your work are the works of wisdom. My brother, I am humble. I don't understand. They see 1 + 1 is 2. Somebody tell you say 1 + 1 is 30, and you agree. What does that make you? What does that make you? That's the problem. I see Taye Temi. He say far, confuse people. Taye, it's not clear who is the confused people. The truth remains that I think you are Yoruba. The truth remains that we don't have issue with Yoruba. And I have had enough issue with Yoruba. And honestly, I don't want to have issue with Yoruba. This stage where I have found myself is trying to beg Yoruba people who have sense, Yoruba people who are sincere, who are transparent, who are approachable, Yoruba people who help to save Yoruba people. I'm only begging them to watch their wayward children, the product of Igbo Miss Yoruba, so that they don't escalate the problem. We are here to solve problem. So Taye, next time, try and be specific. If you are talking to me, let me give you the share of Yoruba people. So if you are Igbo, answering the Yoruba name, come out more open so I know you and cure your madness. Useless animals everywhere. You think we are here looking for patronage? Oh, share, like. This is just one broadcast. I have less than 3 viewers here. But once I log out now, it will be everywhere. The whole world, Satan will hear it. Angel Gabriel and Michael, all of them will carry it. How about that? To insult me, make I recharge my phone. No day here, they mumu yourself. Who is that one there? I see Igwe. I greet you, my brother Igwe. Good morning from here. I see Umuagbo. Sorry. Let's see. Sorry. Let's see. Don't mind me. Somebody say Rhino Omokri is an Ishekiri man. Yes, Ishekiri man. I know he's from Delta State. Yes, I do. My problem with him is, in as much as we agree with 90% of the truth he talks and we believe him, he should not try to compromise or lower down anybody's. He should not try to talk anybody down. We will not spare him. Before he become a god like Nnamdi Kanu, we will put his righteousness to the test. How can he come out and be telling reasonable people that it is Yoruba that Islamized Nigeria, when Yoruba are the founding father of Christianity in Nigeria? There is no Yedepu, there is no Kumuye, there is no Adeboye, there is no Yoruba pastor. Don't let me put fork in there. There is no Yoruba pastor, there is no mega pastor. It's either they receive anointing from Bini people, Benson Idahusa, or they receive anointing from somebody that Benson Idahusa gave anointing to. And I no get sense. How can people championing Christianity in Nigeria and become the people Islamizing Nigeria? If you keep quiet, everybody will say, oh, Rhino say the truth. He wrote the truth. Make him manage himself well. Because we don't complete a building, no mean say we know if we go Sharaton. There was a time a group of individuals were begging me, we need you to go and leave this country. These individuals are not Yoruba, they are not outside, they are Igbo people. Igbo people were begging me, leave this country. Because these Igbo people know I was saying the truth. But I can't trust them. Because once I leave this country and go where they put me, I'll be left at their mercy. And this is one request I make to God constantly. But I trust them though. But that is why I didn't listen to them. My God will not leave me at the mercy of anybody, believe me. We've seen the end before it began. Whatever we do with the process is left for us. And believe me, it is love that drives us, not the hatred of anybody. Let Rhino let him be making another. I will go to his platform and be antagonizing him until he change. I will draw popularity for him. I will make him more popular than he has ever been. It's just that it's not going to be on his own terms. Igbo Biafra want popularity. But now it's not on their own terms. What are they going to do? They call me a drunkard, criminal, idiot, uncompleted building. Just see uncompleted building. Imagine if I'm broadcasting from our show rock. Ta. Okay. Drop your insult. Let me respond to you sharply, sharply. Uyi, I greet you from here. I see ED there. RGEG, he said, well done, sir. I want to be getting advance notice about your live video. Of course, you just follow me as usual because of I'm always on walking tour. I can come out anytime. Most especially when I check I will not have the time. I just come up anytime. But you will always get my broadcast because as I'm talking to you, I am downloading and all of them are in different platforms. You see the glass I'm wearing, this is a different glass. If you watch this broadcast from beginning to now, this is a different glass. The one I used to do the broadcast is recording. It was transmitting it to different platform. You understand? And this one is normal eyeglass I wear, okay? So it's there. You will always get it, Haji, I greet you. No insult from Igbo Biafra criminal. Let your truth sound loud and let everyone listen, learn. Ibush, your evil plan are dead on arrival, and that is the truth. Sambamba, I love that name. Remember me of Shakademos and Pliers. Let's see if they will allow me to